Hey folks, thanks for joining us for this series about cleaning your hunting rifle, brought to you by our friends at Brownells. Today we're going to talk about cleaning your bolt. In the prior video, we talked about the basic steps for cleaning your barrel. Pretty easy, doesn't require a lot of tools. Now, cleaning a bolt is even easier and requires fewer tools. In this video, I'll be cleaning the bolt that I just took out of my Howa Model 1500 308 Superlight. The Howa bolt can be disassembled without any additional tools. A few other rifle brands also have bolts that don't require a tool. Now, know that some rifles require specialized tools to clean and disassemble the bolt, so make sure that you have that tool for those bolts that need such. So now you see that I've taken apart the bolt. I have two basic pieces, the firing pin and the spring, and the bolt itself, which has the lugs, the extractor, and the bolt face. I clean all of these. Now, for the firing pin and spring, I use one of the spray-on cleaners. There's a ton of them out there. If you go down to the Brownells link below, you're gonna see a ton of options. Once I clean this, I then blow it dry with an old hair dryer. I may not even have to do that because a lot of those cleaning compounds that you spray on, they evaporate pretty quickly. Now, some people will use compressed air, and I always have a word of caution about using compressed air. It has a lot of moisture in it, and moisture is the enemy of your rifle. So avoid compressed air if you can. Now, I go to the bolt. I use a spray-on cleaner for the bolt also. I want to make sure that the firing pin channel and the bolt face are clean of any residue or debris. Then I put it back together without oiling the firing pin or the spring. The cleaning agents have enough protection that I don't need gun oil in there. Oil on those components will eventually start to collect dust and debris, and eventually, if I'm not careful, that could impair the function of the firing pin and the spring. Now, where I do place a small amount of oil is on the bolt lugs, because they ride in the grooves that are in the chamber, allowing the bolt to work in the action. Now, when I say I put some oil on there, I'm talking about a small amount of oil. So, a note here for those of you who hunt in cold weather. When you run the action of your bolt, it compresses the firing pin to the cocked or live position. In very cold weather, a dirty bolt can freeze in that cocked or live fire position. And when you pull the trigger, the spring doesn't release the firing pin towards the cartridge primer. Now, if you're hiking and sweating in cold weather, your body perspires, and that perspiration is going to attach to any cold metal, which could be this cold bolt and this firing pin. So it ends up in this cocked position. You pull the trigger, nothing happens. Yikes. Bad news, right? I've had it happen. I had it happen one time when it was about 25 below zero. Now, if you have a live round in that chamber, remove it immediately. Because if you don't, when this warms up, it will allow that firing pin to go forward. And it's going to release when you least expect it and hit that primer, ignite that cartridge unexpectedly. That's dangerous. That's not what you want. So just a little note on that. I think this pretty much covers cleaning the bolt. Remember, don't lubricate the firing pin or the spring. And I'd also say that after this step, I'm pretty close to being done for what I would say a hunting rifle, and I'm probably done cleaning for the rest of my hunting season. The only thing I might do in hunting season is to run a dry patch down the barrel occasionally. And in the field, sometimes I'll use a bore cable with a patch because it's really hard to pack a big long cleaning rod out there with me. Now, if I end up with some major barrel obstruction, surely I'm going to do another cleaning, but that seldom happens. So when season is over, I'll probably repeat this process of what we did in the prior video about barrel cleaning, and I'll repeat the process of the bolt cleaning. And I'm going to store my rifle securely in a safe away from the ammunition. And I know that my rifles are going to be ready to go next spring when I start shooting again. So with the barrel and bolt videos behind us, we've pretty much covered what a hunter needs to know for cleaning their hunting rifles. And just remember, if you're looking for these products or all kinds of tools and stuff, go to the Brownells link in the description and you can find that and a whole lot more. In the next video, we're going to talk about copper cleaning or copper fouling in your barrel. And when I get done with that, well, I'm sure my opinions on that are going to generate a lot of comments. Thanks for watching.